In today's episode of The Tenant, I'm in Bangalore. In Bangalore, I'm in the location of Hebbal in North Bangalore. Our tenant today is a young couple that's staying in a 3 BHK in a large gated community. Why are they doing that? What works and what doesn't? Let's meet them. Hi, Megha.
Vishal. Welcome to our residence.
Thank you for inviting me.
You can call me Mohini. That's my official name.
So Megha is a nickname.
Megha is my nickname.
Okay. Hi, I'm Vishal.
Hi, Santosh.
Santosh.
Welcome.
My husband.
How big is this home? Kitna bada ghar hai ye?
This house is 1,650 square feet, which is the carpet area I'm talking about. 3 BHK apartment with 2 balconies. One in the bedroom and one in the living area.
Okay. I can see that big balcony at the living room side. Okay.
Yes.
So 1650 square feet. That's a good size.
It's a good
Yes.
size.
And only 2 of you are living here.
Only 2 of us. Vishal, we have been seeing the show The Tenant, and Mumbai ke apartments dekh ke we felt like Mumbai is like a big no for us. Though we both come from financial industry and that's like a hub, but this is just great for us.
So basically finance industry, but finance industry is Mumbai, but Mumbai home sizes will not work.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So tell me, for both of you all, finance industry, but you both were in a different space earlier.
Yes.
Why shift?
So we both have studied masters in tourism. So after tourism studies, I started an adventure sports center, and we ran it for 8 years. And cut to COVID, we had to shut down the operations because of the government norms. So I had a plan B always. So I was into stock markets. I mean, I had studied about stock markets. Then there was always a will that to become a day trader. So I started that in 2020 post-COVID.
After my education, so I was into corporate civil travel industry and a little of hospitality, and then into events and marketing. Post which I started my own cafe called Guilt Free in RR Nagar. And 2017 to 2020, I ran the cafe. And after which the pandemic hit and it was a bad scenario. So I was at home for a year and a half figuring out what to do. And then I got into my workplace again, into banking sector.
Is it tough to get back to a job after you have been operating your own outfit?
It is definitely a good shift of your mindset. Being an entrepreneur is very enriching and things, but work, a job brings a lot of sense of security. It has its own dynamics.
So basically hers is the relatively risk-free job.
Yes.
Yours is a full risk.
Yes. Yeah, that was actually a plan. So one will ensure that there is a stability in the income wise, and one will take more risk.
Okay.
And when it comes to stock market, there is only risk.
So since you said 2020 you got into the market, so I'm guessing the market has been kind to you.
Very kind.
Very kind.
Very kind.
So what part of this house gets used the most? Kahan pe Mohini and Santosh spend most of their time?
Most of our time is definitely in the living area, while he's always on that couch there with the L-shaped thing, and I'll be on this my favorite place.
What do you do there? You're watching TV?
TV. I'm watching both my mobile as well as TV, 2-in-1 stuff. We have been together, Vishal, for almost 15 years. 2007 we met, both our bachelors and masters we did together, and it's been a very long time. Yeah, together we have been together.
Long journey.
Long journey.
But then marriage has been recent.
Yes, 2020 we got married.
And how long on rent?
About 8 years now. 8 years.
So before marriage you were staying on rent?
Yes, we were on rent.
2017 onwards we are on rent. We were as a live-in couple from 2017 till 2020. 2020 we got married, and then yeah.
Is it easy to get a home on rent as a live-in couple? या काफी rejections है कि मुझे सिर्फ families चाहिए, या if I want bachelors, I want bachelors of the same gender.
Yeah, you should be able to talk and convince the owner, I feel. If you are able to talk properly, I don't think owners will have issue. As long as they're getting rents, and then I think most things work in Bangalore. Yeah.
The owners ask about your profession a lot. They would get into your stability of income and things. They get very they go to crux of it.
Okay. So basically financial stability is more important than
relationship
stability in a way.
Status.
Okay, and how much is that balcony used? It's really a good sized balcony.
Balcony is definitely bigger if you compare to the Mumbai standards where you stay. I would not say we use much. Weekends we use more. Weekdays is absolutely negligible. And as you see, already the sun is hitting the balcony. It's The house is an east-facing house. It's
Okay.
a Vastu compliant house completely. So in the evening, there's a lot of sun here, so we cannot use it. Only after 6:30, around we can sit or we could have our tea or coffee here. And this is a lot of area where it's a children play area down here. And sham ko there are, the elderly people come here. They said they would do some bhajan sometime. Navratri thi, bahut log baithe the, and they would do some kind of activities. So we could just see that little.
तो ये काफी एक मीटिंग ग्राउंड है लोगों के लिए.
हाँ, लोग walk करते हैं. Kids are playing. Elderlies are having their evening chats and things.
You can spend sometimes 15 minutes just sitting and watching kids play, and that itself is a nice sight in the evenings.
I think generally जहाँ पे लोग balcony में बैठते हैं वहाँ पे वो moving traffic देखते हैं, roads दिखती है, यहाँ पे हम घर ही दिखते हैं सामने.
Okay, you said this is Vastu compliant.
Yes.
Was that a factor when you were looking for this home?
Yes, it was a fact. It was-
You believe in Vastu?
Yeah. It has to be north or east, facing home.
Okay. And you also believe in Vastu?
I'm absolutely no, I do not believe in Vastu. I believe in good energies, being kind, being happy.
Simple life.
Simple life, yeah. I think it's more, I believe a lot in karma. So what you do is what you get back. बाकी सब आस पास चलता रहेगा अपने हिसाब से.
What are the amenities that Mohini and Santosh use over here? क्या है जो really gets your daily routine में feature?
For about 45 minutes to 1 hour a day, we definitely hit gym. So we consume that, and walking track. Almost every single day we walk for about an hour. She comes back from office, we go for a walk, and I do about 45 minutes to 1 hour of weight training every day. So those are the two things that we use almost.
In terms of activities in the society for you to know it, there is your badminton court, there is a squash, there is table tennis, there is the tennis lawn, there is the table tennis, there is your indoor game area, there is billiards. So there are two swimming pools. One is your outdoor swimming pool, the lap pool. The other is a temperature controlled pool. So lot of
काफी activities हैं.
काफी active. Then और हमको in fact weekend से book करना पड़ता है.
Okay, इतना rush है.
इतना rush है, yeah. I have to say the USP, the bowling alley. We have a bowling alley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are 2 lanes in that. And whenever we have guests who are staying more than 2 days, we definitely hit that.
It's a kind of show-off thing. So, but then we also can engage the guests.
Okay. So, but basically, from what I understand, Mohini and Santosh both are quite a bit into fitness. You are very
Absolutely.
Yes.
no fitness. Say kitchen. I can see peanut butter and other things.
Yes.
So, use quite a bit this.
Yes.
So if you see, for particularly me, the journey started with guilt-free. That was a health-conscious cafe. It was all more of salads and things. That's where the journey started. I always, during my entrepreneurship time, I put on a lot of weight unconsciously due to, your unruly sleeping hours and things. So I was like almost 83 kgs, which I had to got it to 59 kgs. So a good amount of 24 kgs of transformation.
How does that happen to anybody watching? 20 kgs का loss कैसे होता है?
You have to count on your calories first and most important thing. Okay. You will have to be conscious on what you eat, and you have to limit your intake. Okay. So that's the 3 important things I feel. And then always you can go to the gym, do your walk. But I think it is made in the kitchen. The body is made in the kitchen. She was a hard worker, but there was some science which she didn't know, like exact amount of calories, protein, fat, all these things, small things which make a lot of difference.
So is that part of your
Yes. So the cook comes like 4 in the morning, and
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. So what we do is a day before we know what we want to eat. So we write down that, and then he just comes, he watches everything, and he prepares and he goes.
A very hardworking guy called Dharma from Uttarakhand. So we just tick it off in the night, before sleeping in terms of grams. Like when you see this 100, it means 100 gram. When you see this 30 or 50, it means 50 gram. So we have a weighing scale. Okay. So we use this weighing scale.
It's all
puts
measured.
Everything. As we say, what can be measured can be managed or controlled. So when we know that this is measured is where we can cut down or increase things.
So this kitchen, reasonable size. Okay.
Reasonable size, yeah.
The washing machine area here, microwave.
Yes.
So tell me, this apartment to you came fully furnished, unfurnished?
It's a semi-furnished.
Okay. What is semi-furnished over here?
Basically, they will add lighting and they will add fans. So that's about it. Rest of the things we'll have to do.
All the cupboards are there. This is a modular kitchen which comes under semi-furnished apartment. So all this chimney, all things were there. The god has to be certain facing. That's a small puja room which is a really beautiful one.
So both of you all pray daily?
Yes, religiously.
Okay. Okay. And from the kitchen, all the food is eaten at the dining table, or basically dining table is
We made a
unused?
mandate that we go eat all the food only on dining table and we don't use our phones. So that's a rule that we have made for ourselves.
Okay, so this thing covers the living and dining room and the kitchen, of course.
Yes.
Up ahead will be what room?
So that is my trading room, or you can say my place where I work.
Okay. Your work from home
Yes,
room?
work from home.
Okay. Okay. So this is where your stock trading
Yes,
happens?
all my day trading happens here.
Okay.
And whenever I'm free, I just use my treadmill and finish my cardio also here itself. Yeah.
So actually you can walk to gym also?
Yes,
from
I can walk to gym.
Okay. So I can see your monitors here.
Yeah.
How, many people in the last 3-4 years have been full on into the market.
Yes, yes.
It's been kind to many people.
True. It has been good to me also.
Where
So I started as
very
a day
kind
trader.
or,
very kind, very kind. So I started as a day trader. So I started with futures, and then I came back to equities, and then the last 1 year I'm doing options.
Okay.
Yes. So it's been very good. So I started with around 25 lakhs of capital. I was very hesitant, but then God's been very graceful, and we were able to clock about 2.5 CR by end of 2023 March.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a very strong outperformance.
It's a strong outperformance, clearly.
Okay, so basically leaving or shutting down your adventure park
Yes.
in some ways has been, you managed to recoup some of the losses through the stock, to the market.
100%, definitely.
Okay. Is it tough to shut down business ventures? Like you shut down a cafe, he shut down an adventure park.
I think the most difficult part is not closing the operations, but I think the most important thing is to say goodbye to the employees who have worked with you for so many years.
Are restaurants as tough and profitable as people make them out to be? There's वो थोड़ा glamour है ना restaurants में. मैं restaurant
It's
चलाता
only
हूँ.
the glamour, to be frank, because the margins are very thin, so the micromanagement has to be on point. Because I think 4 to 6% is what you can make in the restaurant business, to be really frank. So you have to be very careful in planning.
ठीक है. So this is your work from home room. That is the bathroom.
Yes.
I assume of respectable size.
Yes.
It's a respectable size.
Yes.
Yes. Vishal, we mentioned about the adventure camp. The name of the camp is Fever Pitch Adventure Camp. It's towards the Magdi Road. There is the famous point Ramnagar where Sholay was shot.
Okay.
Kitne aadmi the, right? That one.
Okay,
so
that's the venue.
Yes. It's the USP of the camp is on the Manchin Bailey Dam. So whenever the camp opens, we are going to invite you. You must visit. It's a must-visit place.
I will definitely visit once it opens, and the topping of it is the Sholay spot being there.
Yes.
Spot, yes.
I can go and create the Amjad Khan moment there.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called the Ramnagar. You must have heard the name
Ramnagar, yes,
Ramnagar,
yes.
yeah.
Okay. This is the other bathroom.
Yes.
Okay. This is compact.
It's a powder room, what we call it in the technology.
So this bathroom, this powder room done.
Yes.
Okay. Up next will be the
Guest room.
guest room.
Yes. Yes.
So as you can see, Vishal, this is a small cozy guest room, perfect for guest, I would say. As you see, he is from Bangalore, a localite, and I come from Lalitpur, close to Jhansi. So I have my family, my parents in Lalitpur and my sisters in Delhi. So they are the one who visit us at home in Bangalore here. So
do they visit often?
Yes, they visit often. They come at least 5 to 6 times a year.
Maybe this is the Mumbaikar in me speaking. So that why do only two people living? Why do you need a 3 BHK?
True.
I would give a very fair reasoning for that, considering we are 2 people. A 3 BHK is required because if you see, he is work from home. So one room is completely a working space. So then, one is a bedroom, one is just a workspace. Then we need one for guest room. So it becomes almost mandatory for us.
Is the life of a day trader, stock trader as stressful as we read about it in the books?
It is stressful, probably in the beginning couple of years, wherein you wouldn't have to focus on everything. I think after that it will become much easier.
Looking at so many monitors, moving prices.
Yes. The first 2 years will be difficult, I feel.
In the beginning, that room had at least good 7 screens or and all. And slowly, we asked him to cut down the screen because of travel. Then he's like, it would be like off days for me. And they're like, that is where the advantage of trader always says, no, I'll be working on all the days. Then he had to make it like one single screen.
So 7 screens se ek screen pe aa gaya Santosh.
Yes.
So tell me, Mohini, Santosh, you all clearly like this area quite a bit to be staying here for so long. What are the weaknesses or downsides about living here?
I think the main issue is the traffic. So if you have to go to a grocery store and you want to walk, so first 500 meters itself is to the exit. You have to walk all the way, and then from there another 500 meters to a grocery store. And if you want to take a bike, it's all one ways and U-turns, and there's a national highway running through the apartment. So I think traffic is a major loophole. Yeah.
To add on to what he has said, so he's work from home, he's not traveling, while my office is almost 20 kilometers. So I'm doing 40 kilometers in a day up and down, which is costing, both in terms of time and energy. We have put a driver now. Yeah.
How expensive is the entire transport operation, from getting a driver to the fuel?
So we paid 25k on a month for a driver, and we shell out 12 to 14k for fuel a month.
So almost 40,000 rupees being spent on transport to office. From close to Jhansi.
Yes.
So you're a migrant. He is a local.
I'm from Bangalore.
We've heard cases of how migrants now are sort of, I won't say complaining, but they're pointing out that they don't feel as wanted in Bangalore as they felt once upon a time. Is that something, as somebody who's a local, is that something you're also sensing around?
I feel it's to do with the touch points, whom they interact with on a day in and day out basis. And mostly I feel their interactions are with the auto rickshaw walas or the cab drivers, who are mostly localites, who speak local language Kannada. And that's what they feel, that they are rash, or they ask 1 to 2 times the fair price, and then they treat differently, and they get angry on them. So all of these factors has made them feel that way. So it is justifiable, but not all are like that, I feel.
Do you think migrants are changing Bangalore a bit too much? Like, I was coming right now over here and I see in many retail stores the signboards. Many of them are actually without English. I think I probably those retail stores, they don't want to take a chance with 60% or 70%, so do it fully Kannada.
Yes. Government came up with that rule that you should have a signage of 60% of your local language, that is Kannada, and 40% has to be English. And they're changing to that. In between that, I think they have removed English permanently, just to keep them on the safer side. Yeah.
But do you think migrants are changing Bangalore a bit too much?
One thing is for sure, the rentals have shot up because of the migrants.
Okay.
It's being very honest, because before COVID, the rentals that were there about 20-30k for 2 BHK is 40-50k, simply because we see the footfall of all the techies have gone up significantly post COVID.
Even when maids or cooks, helpers, they would fix a grid. Okay, for this much house, this much square feet, this kind of work, there is a fixed rate. But then when there are this is not just with Bangalore, maybe any cosmopolitan city, the higher you pay, suddenly that price increases. Now somebody who was paying 5k but the helper is getting 8k somewhere, they would move there, and then there's an extreme imbalance in
the value for money is detrimentally going down and down day by day,
so
because of that.
Yeah, like rents thing, there are people, when he was mentioning on that 3 bachelors coming, they don't mind paying 30k per person. So the apartment value, which is 30k rent, it has become 90k now, which is
and that becomes a benchmark now.
But for 3 individual people, it is not
They don't
much.
mind paying that.
But typically that cycle, as I've seen it, is that earlier landlords get excited with 3 bachelors paying.
Yes.
They take 30,000 each, 90,000. Then somehow or the other, there'll be one bachelor who'll screw things up.
Yes.
And the building society will say, we will not allow bachelors.
True.
And then it becomes a zone only for families.
True.
And rents adjust to an
accordingly.
extent.
Yes. This happens.
Okay, so this is your master bedroom.
Yes.
Used quite a lot.
Yes.
Sometimes to watch TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just added this TV recently. Actually, this TV was in study room, used as a screen for trading. Then we just got that screen here, and now it's used as a television for OTTs. We could just binge watch.
Okay. And that is a calendar and
That's a
some
calendar
numbers.
along
And
some
some
kind
her
of,
weight, her body weight,
which are like must for me in a day.
which is
could be
tracked
a-
on day-to-day basis, which we shouldn't do.
If I know that my weight is today high, I will at least cut down through the day because I know it was high, or I will just go all wild.
Okay, and this is the second balcony you were telling me
This
about.
is the second balcony.
Use quite a lot,
I use it quite often. This one, yes.
but between the two balconies,
Oh, the living room one is more.
okay. And this has a attached bathroom.
This has an attached bathroom. It's a good spacious one with the partition for the area.
But this is an efficient bathroom. I won't say it's spacious. From I've compared to some of the ones I've seen in recent times in Bangalore. Okay, so how much rent are you guys paying for this?
So we pay 43,000 rupees rent, as including maintenance.
Okay, 42,000 including. And how long is your contract for?
The contract here in Bangalore, it is always 1 year and renewable every year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for 11 months.
So you'll have to renew in the near future.
Yeah, every 1 year, and there is a 7% hike on the rentals.
Okay. What next for you guys? Do you guys want to buy a home? Are you guys in the perpetual only rent philosophy, or buying is around the corner?
We want to own a property. We are 33 now, so probably in the next 7 years we plan to buy a home for ourselves.
Santosh, for someone who's a local, your parents stay close by.
Yes.
What do they say when they hear that you pay so much money on rent?
Yes, they look into the numbers closely. So they keep telling me that you have paid more than 30 lakh rupees for the last 6-7 years. Why don't you just buy a home which is costing 1.5 crore rupees? I say we are more interested in moving to different places and staying in different places. So I am not okay to buy the place.
And of course, you have right now your stock record to show.
Yes,
to
yes.
really show that it's probably worth it.
Yes, they are very happy with that.
That part.
That part they are happy with.
The buying house is more on that emotional angle. If you see from an emotional lens, like my house. But I think if you put it on the paper, I think that freedom to move where your workplace is, it cannot be matched.
Which is the one area you want to live in, which you have not yet lived in Bangalore?
I think HSR layout should be the one. It's a hub of startups, so that should be the place.
That will be Mohini and Santosh's next stop.
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. On that note, Mohini, Santosh, thank you for coming on the Tenant.
Thank you so much, Vishal, for coming.
A very different couple from the ones I normally encounter. And yeah, like you said, HSR coming soon. All the best for that.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vishal. We have been watching the show for all the while, and we are a big fan of yours.
Thank you.
Always love to watch the
Thank you.
Tenant.
And hopefully, I really haven't killed your appetite for coming to Mumbai too much.
Yes.
Showing you the
No,
Mumbai.
you have killed it. It's dead.
killed it, okay.
Totally killed it.
Time for the report card. This is a 3 BHK of 1650 square feet in a large gated community. Location, this is Hebbal in North Bangalore, close to the international airport as well as select tech parks. A lot of social infrastructure around this place. Connectivity, metro connectivity non-existent. Railway station far away. Road connectivity to the major networks is strong. All in all, if you're a person who has private transport at their disposal, wants to be around the airport as well as select tech parks, wants a gated community experience, this is a sort of location and project that can be considered. Are you looking for the perfect home? Stop looking around, scan the QR code and explore from thousands of rental properties, read resident reviews and make an informed decision with 99acres.com.